Hello. Now, all of you know that many organizations conduct one aptitude test at the time of their recruitment. Suppose you are in a first year, then wait. Why to wait? Because just now you have crossed 12th standard and came into the college or the degree studies. Then, first of all, you have to adjust to this atmosphere. Atmosphere in the sense, exam system, how to prepare for the examination, because most of the time it is either autonomous institute or under university structure. So first of all you have to adjust for this, means how to study, how to appear for the examination, what are the different subjects. Then while studying you realize what are your plus points or what are your drawbacks, like that. So wait, when you are in a second year you can start preparing for this aptitude test. This aptitude test most of the organizations conduct, so students should prepare for it, and one cannot do that overnight. You should have sufficient time or sufficient practice, and even if you are not appearing for the interview or whatever other kind of thing, suppose you are going for any competitive examination, then entrance exam of some other institute or your master's degree or other kind of things where this kind of examinations are conducted. So you have to start preparing well in advance, and even if you are not going for some examination, entrance examination or interview or whatever it is, that knowledge or the training of that aptitude test will help you in your overall development or the growth. It is some kind of training given to your brain where you can study so many things, right? So you have to go through this book. Go through in the sense you have to study this book, Quantitative Aptitude by R.S. Agarwal. This is very good book. Good book in the sense, in that book it is explained how you solve this problem. In many books what happens, they directly give the answer. You do not know how to solve this. Whereas here you can find that that author explains you why it should be in this way, or how to find out the shortest path, or within a small amount of time you have to solve it, and the answer should be correct also. Because sometimes what happens is that if you appear for any aptitude test without preparation, then it may happen that you have solved so many numericals, so many questions of that. Say there are 100 questions and you attempted 75 questions, but 25 were wrong and 50 were correct. Whereas some other student who have attempted only 60, but all 60 were correct, so he will go ahead, or he may get more marks, like that. So you have to make practice of it, and while making the practice, at least initially, don't treat it as you are preparing for some exam or doing some study, etc. No, treat it as a hobby, or say solving puzzles or riddles, quiz type something. So whenever you get some free time, take this book. You need not purchase new one. Even second-hand book will also do, and go through it. Try to solve maximum number of exercises. Once you have sufficient practice, then you will see that yes, I can solve it. And as time passes, means when you go from second year to third year, fourth year, and when your turn comes of appearing actual aptitude test, you are ready, or rather you are not at least afraid of it. So I don't know what will happen, whether I will whether I will get sufficient marks or not. No, this kind of fear will vanish, and you will say that, oh, it is like a puzzle or riddle. Let us appear and check. And once you have got mastery over that technique of solving this aptitude test, then you are confident. Now you can go for some other books also, because in the market so many books are available. Once you have solved this quantitative aptitude book or quantitative, once you have prepared good for this quantitative aptitude, you can go for logical reasoning books or verbal and non-verbal reasoning like that. Means you can master this technique of appearing for this kind of examination or solving this kind of questions. Even if you are not appearing for any competitive exam or entrance exam, this training is good. It teaches you so many things, how to think logically or what could be the next logical step. Especially for science or engineering student, this is a must, and they have already got the training in their regular course. So for them that will not be the difficult one. And this thing you cannot do overnight. Just now I told you, even Rome was not built in one day, or we may say that Taj Mahal was not built in one day. You need some time, and if sufficient time is available, then you can do so many things. While solving this book or these exercises, you may come across some small formula which you might have studied in earlier standard school or junior college level or somewhere else. So jot down these formulas in one notebook or at some suitable place, and whenever time permits, go through it so that you are quite sure about the formula. I know the formula is like this and I have to solve it like this. Then at the time of examination, quickly you can solve it. It's not that suppose you have solved only 25 out of 100, 25 are correct, but the time constraint is there. So within that time you have to solve it. So if you master that technique, then within a short time or within a small amount of time, you can solve many correct questions. Alright. So whenever time permits, go through it, and so that you can appear for that exam comfortably. So for this we will stop here.